Hey guys, this is Strider Prime doing another Alienware Aurora edition. And you guys are probably wondering, why am I looking at more workstations of the Alienware Aurora? I shouldn't be even looking at this since I already have my own computer. The reason why is a lot of people have been sending me emails in reference to the fact that there's a new processor that Intel has released, a second generation Intel Core i7 chip. And they wanted to know, what do you think, should I get that or should I get the old one? I went to Alienware's website and noticed that there are now two options. There's one called the Aurora desktop and the other one called the Aurora R3 desktop. I'm not going to look at the other desktops because they're more expensive than these guys. I'm only catering to those who can afford it. So I want to go through the customizations of the new system, of the current system and the new system, and I hope this gives you guys a bit of an idea of what to get. So first up, I'm going to look at the standard Alienware Aurora desktop. Now it comes in two flavors. Actually, you see four options there, but the first one is the $8.99 option. A lot of people saying, what should I buy an $8.99 option? Let me explain something to you guys. You're going to get an i3 or an i5 processor. Now the i3 is a dual core processor. The i5 comes in both dual and quad core configurations. And as a matter of fact, let's select it. And with this, you get the standard case running at the 525 watt power supply. For an extra 80 bucks, you can change the color and get a 875 power supply. That's totally up to you guys. On the cheap end, you'll get the i3 540 dual core processor running at 3.6. This i3 processor pretty much replaced all the old dual cores. So it's the low end dual core with at a higher specs. If you add an extra 100 bucks, you can get the i5 dual core running at 3.2 gigahertz with 4 megabytes of memory cache. If you really want the quad core starting from here, Intel Core i5 760 quad core processor running at 2.8 gigahertz. Slower than the other processors, but it comes with an 8 gigabyte cache, and it's $300 upgrade. Now the rest pretty much covers, operating system, memory, video card. I'm not going to focus on these guys because if you're planning to upgrade this and you want to stay on that $8.99 budget, leave it the way it is, because with the memory, it comes with 3 gigabytes of DDR memory running at 1333. And it comes with the ATI HD 5670 video card running at 1 gigabyte memory. And then the rest is just standard of 500 gig hard drive and DVD player. You can fool around with the actual configuration settings, but then you're going to end up with something that you may like based on the price, but then you would want to get something a bit better. Now, when I purchased my machine, I actually wanted the i7 processor, so I took we'll go with this one. Now you have to understand, when I purchased my computer had a base price of $12.99. That was back in October of 2009. Not last year, not last week, October 2009. That's when I purchased my machine. And when I purchased my machine, it came with the 545 watt power supply. This machine now comes with the 875 watt power supply. It already included, starting price at $11.99. The processor is the same processor that I had before, the i7 920 266 gigahertz processor, quad core with 8 megabyte cache. Now here, there's a lot of features where you can increase it in increments of 150, 15,000. Obviously, the more you select, the better options you get. But I will leave it there at that processor speed for now. And we all know Windows 7 is cool, so we'll leave that alone. Now, by default, in my previous machine, it had the option of 3 gigs, but this one has the 6 gigabyte option as the primary. You can increase it by, you know, to a 9 gigabyte processor, 12 gigabyte processor, 24 gigabyte processors. A lot of people ask me, why do you need that? You know, obviously I did on my machine because I wanted to future-proof it a bit. Sure, there's a faster processor, RAM chips out there at a higher spec of maybe 1600 or 1866. But I chose this. If you guys really want to get a faster RAM speed, then invest $250 on the 1600 megahertz RAM. But if you want the, you know, a lot of RAM just for video editing, and this is under my own personal preferences, I selected the 12 gigs. Now here has been changed where for 350 bucks it increases the RAM up to 12 gigabytes at 1333. $600 more will give you the same gigabyte of 12 gigabytes, but at 1600. This you have to play with. This is actually you have to play with and what you guys want. If you want to basic, leave it at 6. If you want to add a few bucks here and there, go with the 9. But if you really want to have the multi, you know, as they say, the sweet spot for intense gaming and high-level multitasking, 12 gigabytes is what you guys need. But that's my opinion. You guys make it your own choice. Now the video card for this comes with the dual 1 gigabyte ATI 5670 Crossfire enabled video cards. Now, personally, I never liked ATI. I've had bad luck with them in the past. But that's my experience. Obviously, I noticed that the ATI cards are slightly more better than the current gen cards like NVIDIA, even though NVIDIA has some crazy cards out there. The new ATI cards pretty much do some ridiculous frame rate numbers on games like Modern Warfare 2, Bad Company, and even Crysis. Some people say that they can get over 50 frames per second on Crysis with dual ATI cards. I don't know if that's true. I'll probably go online and check that out. You do have room to play with if you want a, you know, dual ATI cards for another 450 bucks. Or leave it as a single card. I would leave it the way it is. If you want to invest a little bit more money on the video cards, then do so. Here is where you choose it. And I'm not going to show the keyboard or mouse because that's basically basic. And that the hard drive comes with a basic 500 gig hard drive. I wouldn't buy a hard drive from this from Alienware. You can buy yourself a 2 terabyte hard drive out of Tiger Direct for less than $100, so you might as well go for them. It comes with well, it doesn't come with the 19-in-1 media card reader, which I wanted when it first came out. So I have another system, or I have another setup already done. So that's totally your preferences. Everything else is other preferences. If you guys want your own sound card, you have to remember you have to give up a video card slot. Basically, that's that. Give up a video card slot. And then everything else is normal. Nothing else here. And again, you'll be probably playing with, if you leave it at the stocks configuration, you're paying 1,200 bucks. If you decide to add in a few things, you see it as somewhere between 15 to 1800 US dollars of a new Alienware system. So that's pretty much covers the current system. The new system, now called Aurora R3, is pretty much a beast based on its current configuration settings. Now, the cheapest system set up for this is $17.99, and this is what you guys get. You get a 525 watt multi-GPU approved power supply. That I question. Because does that mean I can actually put another video card on my current system setup right now, so that way I can have dual cards set up with it? You would think that maybe it'll give you the option of making it as a 875 watt power supply, but it says here 525, so we'll take their word for it. Now this comes with the new Intel Core i7-2600K processor, overclocked, by the way, overclocked to 3.9 gigahertz. That is sick. If you guys can get this, that justifies the $17.99 price. So look into that, do your research. Obviously, according to this, are you kidding me? For an extra $75 more, you can get it overclocked again to 4.1 gigahertz? That's interesting. Okay, so Windows 7, who cares? Okay, this one's interesting. This comes with 8 gigabytes dual channel memory running at 1333. For an extra $250, you can get it up to 16 gigabytes, which is not bad, but you'll break $2,000, so I don't know if you guys are interested in doing something like that. You can break over $2,000 if you want to go with an 8 gig setup running at 1600. I don't even want to mention the 16 gig upgrade it also offers here. But here's a new update. Now you can push the memory specs up to 4 gigabytes of RAM running at 1866. That is absolutely sick at that speed. So, and that's only a $50 upgrade. For a $350 upgrade, you can have 8 gigabytes running at 1866. So for those of you who have the cash and you want to really have a fast system, look into these options. Otherwise, leave it at this setting. Video card comes with dual 1 gigabyte NVIDIA GTX 460 cards, SLI enabled. For an extra $100, you can get dual ATI cards 6870, and then respectively up for another notch if you want better ATI cards. So, and oh, going to the hard drive, you get a 1 terabyte hard drive. So yeah, you might as well. It'd be ridiculous if they dump a 500 gig hard drive on that. No additional hard drives, media reader, not even selected, of course. Not even selected for the Bluetooth, and optical drive, no Blu-ray. So yeah, no, they're never going to give you Blu-ray drives for free, or included into the system. So there you have it. This system is pretty much top-notch across the board with the current specs. So for those of you who are interested in purchasing a cheap Alienware kit, go with the $899, maybe flex the dollar a bit and go up maybe $1,000 or so with a few features. If you want the middle ground, go with the normal i7 processor system, fool around with around $1,500 to $1,700. But if you want top notch, look at this guy and get back to me and tell me what you guys think. So I hope this helped you guys out. And good luck in your new acquisition for 2011. Thanks guys for watching this quick video, and take care.